these are questions that you can also apply and then also ask your spouses. Okay, get to know each other and get to know how to even live happily ever after. Sometimes you need to sit down, do some evaluation. Hello.
Hi, welcome
to our channel. This is me, the Larbi Is.
Yes.
Alright, so today someone is going to be answering questions. Yes.
Okay, bring it on.
Basically about the marriage experience.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so. Am I?
Guys.
Is it going to be basically the questions I asked you, or is it going to be other questions?
Oh, that one is to my discretion, what I want to ask. So please don't ask me. This generation like apple too much. Apostolic generation.
Oh, please.
This generation likes apple too much. Yeah, so to start with, are you ready?
More than ever.
Are you sure not tense or anything?
Nope.
Should I give you a bottle of water?
Nope.
Are you sure? You are okay?
I'm fine.
Alright. How was marriage been?
How
has marriage been?
Marriage has been quite an experience.
Okay.
I must say that anyone that enters into marriage, you've never been married before. And even if you've been married before, you still had the first time of getting married. And like the pre-marriage counseling would say that it is the only school that you get your certificate before you actually start your exams itself.
Come on.
You know, it's been a learning experience, and I am still learning. It's had its own ups and downs, its own setbacks, but I would say that majorly it's been sweet. You know, just like every other journey, there are expectations, and you hear all sorts of things about marriage from people, both negative and positive, good and bad, and sometimes you wonder, you are going into a whole world altogether, starting life with someone you've never lived with. You're going to live with this person. How good is he? Is he really who he says he is? Will he wake up in the middle of the night and just hit your head with something or stab you with something? It's a faith walk. Marriage has been, it has been God. I would say that it's been God.
That's extreme, you know.
No, no, these are practicalities.
Yeah, it's
people
true,
get married to people who end up using them for sakawa. For sakawa, for money ritual.
Really?
People get married to people
who
end up
using such things are there.
Yes, who end up giving birth with them and using their kids for sakawa.
It's true. Even when we're growing up, there's these billionaires.
Billionaires club, you get it.
Yes.
So marriage is a faith walk, I must say. It's just faith. Yeah, marriage has been a learning process.
Give us 2 things you have learned in marriage or in your marriage. Practical, 2 practical things.
Well, I must say that I have learned and still learning patience.
Well,
patience is one virtue that if you don't have, in fact, one of my spiritual mothers told me before I got married that, see, if you think you have patience, wait until you get married. Wait until you are tested. Wait until you are tried. Wait until you are provoked. In fact, the words are not coming. One of the things I've learned is patience, and then 2, I've also learned to trust. Okay, in marriage, trust is only not built. I think that trust itself is also a decision, just like love is a decision. Sometimes you just decide to trust. Trust and obey, trust and follow. You don't understand, but you trust. You are not sure of maybe the direction that your husband, the direction that your husband is leading all of you to is a good direction or not. Do you understand? But you trusted him enough to give him your heart. So you just make the decision that, babes, even though I do not understand what you are doing, I do not understand this decision, I will trust you. Yet will I love you, yet will I trust you, yet will I follow you, yet will I obey you. It just is sounding like, godly, like God, you trusting God. But when it comes to marriage, your spouse is also more like a God to you, a God in your life, a God figure that God has placed in your life. So yes, I've learned to be patient, and I'm still learning to be patient, and I've learned to trust.
How am I doing as a husband?
Hey, now again, this is a very personal question. No, I don't think.
Okay.
How are you doing in terms of what? You're doing well.
Okay.
I must say that my husband has been a pillar. He's been an inspiration. He's been my back rock. He's been my backbone.
I'm sweating.
He's been the spine that holds me, or the spinal cord in my spine.
Oh.
But it's been amazing. I think you are doing well.
What are you most excited about in our marriage?
Sex.
Okay. The next is, if you could see two things change about me, what would they be?
If I would want to see two things change, maybe you should listen to me more.
Okay.
And maybe you should be patient with me more.
Okay. So.
In fact, more than two things. More than two things. Two, please.
Okay. I just want to give you one more to mention.
Okay, so one more thing. Spend time with me more.
Okay. Consider it done.
Hey, okay.
If you could, what ways can I honor you more?
What ways can
I honor you more?
It looks like he's asking very personal questions. So he's asking questions for himself. He's asking questions for himself. Anyway, I think you honor me.
Okay.
When it comes to honor day, I think that every honor that a woman deserves, I think I have it.
Oh. What are your biggest fears about marriage? Fears.
I choose not to have fears because fear is not of the Lord. My fears were before the marriage.
Okay.
Probably the fact that my daddy might not accept him, the fact that his mom might not accept me, the fact that, he might change his mind along the line and all that. Those fears. But I don't think I have any fears in the marriage, because if you know what you can do to get your man, and you know what you can do to keep your man, by the grace of God, if you are praying and you are doing all the things that you have to do,
like what?
Keep praying. I don't have to fear because God is on my side. So I don't have fears. Just keep praying. Just keep being you.
How can I show more love and sensitivity towards you?
Are these the kind of questions that we want this man to ask us? How can you show more love and sensitivity towards me?
Yes. No, you see,
I think
before you answer, sorry to cut you. These are questions that you can also apply and then also ask your spouses. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can sort of ask if you're a man or if you're a husband, you can ask your wife. If you're a wife watching us, you can ask your husband. And you get to know each other and get to know how to even live happily ever after. Because Like I said in our first video we posted, marriage is work. So sometimes you need to sit down, do some evaluation, do some analysis. Oh no. That is not it. So let's go. So how do I show more love and more sensitivity as my wife?
Okay, so I think it's embedded in the earlier question you asked, that what would I want you to change or do more? I think you should be a little bit like softening up a little.
Soften up.
Yeah.
That's a weakness.
It's not a weakness.
Being soft is something that can make me fall sick.
No, softness
I can fall sick when I become soft. You see, that's why you have to make decisions, you have to move, you have to get things done.
You've asked me a question. I'm answering your question. You've taken the whole thing up. It's like I don't want to one now.
No, with a soft part, no.
No,
I a soft care. Diapers and then wipes.
You see, I think you should soften up a little, become more understanding. Sometimes you should empathize. You understand?
Oh, so I can say that I'm not empathic.
I'm sure lots of people will be very surprised that I'm saying this. When it comes to we the spouses, sometimes we get to see the real deal. I'm telling you. Please, let me say you've asked me a question. You've asked me a question.
This part will definitely not show in the video.
Why won't you show in the video?
Let's move on.
Please, we will not move on. I'll ask the question again.
Let me ask the question again. Are you dealing with anything that I can help you with currently? Are you dealing with anything?
I'm dealing with anything. Okay, so what I'm going through currently.
That I can help you with.
That you can help me with.
Yes. So the fact that you have
money.
So don't I give you money?
I want more money. I want all your salary.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. Please, for the record, if he doesn't give it to me, I'll come and do a live video. A live recording. Are we good? Can we move on?
It is what it is.
I want all your salary.
It is what it is.
I want all your investments.
It is
I
what
need
it
money.
is. No, but you're my next of kin.
Anyway.
How can we improve our intimacy or take it to the next level?
How can we improve our intimacy?
Or take this marriage to the next level?
The way where the intimacy is going, if we take it to another level, I'm sure Ejima cry, I don't want to go to work. So
you don't take it to the next level. So what's your dream date night or weekend with me? That's a dream, man. Maybe a weekend out.
No child in the house.
Even with a child or not?
No one in the house.
Okay,
no one sent out. No one in the house, just me and you. With candles all over the place.
Come on now.
With fragrance, with balloons.
What's the name of that balloon that's suspense?
A helium balloon.
Helium balloon, yes. With some of that one. Which balloon are you talking about?
With balloons, maybe helium balloons.
Okay.
We'll start with a karaoke. You know I love karaoke, right?
Yeah, no.
So we start with karaoke, and then we'll follow with a nice romantic movie.
Okay. With popcorn.
With popcorn on the side. And then after the popcorn, the rest is history, man.
Okay. Sounds exciting. Simple but exciting.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, hit the notification button and subscribe. See you in our next video.